first to the challenger, from London, England, weighing 235 pounds, Nigel and the man who is going to win this match in 2 straight falls. He's your Living Honor World Champion of the Train, Bryan Danielson.
Get him back.
The code of honor is followed as we are ready for your main event of the evening, the ROH World Title on the line once again between Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, and Nigel McGuinness. This time, 2 out of 3 falls.
And Nigel McGuinness looks so focused here, Dave, in the early goings. Stalking the champion here. Repeated shots to the back of the head.
Danielson with the side headlock, pulling him to the center of the ring, and Nigel breaks free and tries to brush it off a little bit. This will be Nigel McGuinness's final chance at the ROH World Title during Bryan Danielson's reign. If he can't get the job done tonight, he's got to wait until someone else is holding onto that title in order to get another shot.
Overhand clubbing blow to the chest by Nigel McGuinness.
Oh, what a slap from Nigel. Danielson grabbing the headlock. Nigel dumps him over, down to the mat, and out to the floor goes Danielson.
And Nigel challenged Danielson to slap him back, and instead Danielson went for the headlock. And I don't blame him for not wanting to get into a slapping contest here with Nigel McGuinness.
You don't want to do that. Both of these men know what their opponent brings to the table from their previous matches. Of course, their first battle for the world title was supposed to be a unification matchup in Cleveland, Ohio at the Weekend of Champions Night 2. Ended in a count-out victory for Nigel McGuinness. The match was held under pure title rules. And though he was able to win the match, he was not able to win the ROH World Title because it could not change hands on a count-out. So right now, Bryan Danielson with the side headlock, bringing McGuinness all the way down to the mat. They did battle in another matchup again in Cleveland, Ohio at the Generation Now event, which Bryan Danielson won with a small package. And some people are calling it Mr. Small Package these days. After crawling underneath the ring, taking Nigel off guard, crawling out the other side, and getting this quick small package for the 1-2-3. And of course, it was at Unified in the UK that Danielson unified the Pure and the World title against Nigel McGuinness.
And what a match that was, Dave. A definite match of the year candidate. And you got to think Nigel was so disappointed to not walk away with the World and Pure titles there. But he has a chance tonight to walk away with the World title.
Trying to get the atomic drop right there, but Bryan Danielson maintaining the side headlock and bringing McGuinness down, raking the forearm across the side of the face of Danielson. Of Of course, that match with the unification of the two championships took place just 2 weeks ago. Nigel still feeling the effects of his head being rammed right into the steel ring post, which busted him wide open, caused the blood to flow, and ultimately caused him to lose that matchup to Danielson. Danielson defeating McGuinness sort of on Nigel's home turf of the UK. Can Nigel get the best of Danielson back here in the States?
Danielson here with a unique position as he scissored the legs of McGuinness while maintaining that headlock. And McGuinness has absolutely nowhere to go, Dave.
Forearms from Nigel McGuinness trying to work his way out of the side headlock, but Danielson relentless, maintaining the hold and keeping McGuinness down on the canvas, actually forcing his shoulder down for a near fall there. But Nigel repeatedly rolling his shoulder up off the canvas.
And these men have met in the past.
Some of these fans here in St. Paul getting on Bryan Danielson's case for maintaining this side headlock here. But Danielson not being intimidated by these fans. Nobody tells him how to wrestle. He thinks that the headlock is going to wear the man down. That's what he's going to do. And bridging forward, keeping the head and the neck trapped. Nigel breaks that bridge with a shot to the midsection.
But still holds on to the cravat as both men back to their feet.
Nigel shots to the midsection of Danielson, tosses him down. Right back to his feet and right back to the headlock.
That's right.
Now, a little bit of Bryan Danielson on any given night when he goes out there to perform in that ring. He's out there to sometimes try to get underneath the fans' skin a little bit, try to piss them off because he plays by his own rules. And it has worked very well for him as he has held on to this championship for almost a year now.
Well, Danielson takes a lot of pride in the fact that he does things his way, doesn't care what anybody thinks, and he's going to wrestle the match however he wants to.
Keeping that side headlock. Nigel trying to roll out of it. But no, Danielson maintains it.
No way. I'm not leaving this headlock for 60 minutes.
Wrenching up on the headlock once again. Danielson in control of not only the headlock and his opponent, but the fans here in St. Paul as well. Keeping hold of the head of Nigel McGuinness, maintaining the advantage. Nigel, though, turns it around on Dragon, grabs a headlock of his own, but just as quickly he was able to get it, Danielson grabbed the headlock once again on Nigel.
What an escape that was from Nigel McGuinness. Danielson so quickly back to the headlock.
Nigel trying to break free, sends him off the ropes. Shoulder tackle, but either man going down. Can't take McGuinness off his feet. Side headlock takeover, keeping control of the headlock. Nigel again trying to squirm his way out of it. Fans again getting on Bryan Danielson's case for utilizing the headlock. But hey, it's a strategy that has worked many times in professional wrestling to wear the opponent down.
Switch to the cravat and now takes down McGuinness.
He's got his leg wrapped around the face. Leg scissored right there on the head. Putting a lot of pressure on the neck of McGuinness. Maintaining the head scissors. Referee Todd Sinclair checking to make sure it doesn't turn into a choke. Keeping that head scissors applied. A lot of pressure put on McGuinness.
Ready to give up, Nigel? Come on.
Just talking some trash. Again, 2 out of 3 falls in this particular matchup between Danielson and McGuinness.
And Danielson doing a very good job here of wearing down the challenger and trying to soften him up for that first fall.
Headstand from McGuinness. Ooh, but a quick little pile driver of sorts. Just putting a whole lot of pressure on the neck of Nigel McGuinness, driving his head into the canvas. maintaining the head scissors, keeping him down on the mat, looking to take away all of Nigel's energy, both with the side headlock, the cravat, and now with the head scissors. Nigel trying to break free. And he's able to, grabs the side headlock for about a second, and then Danielson grabs a headlock of his own once again. I don't think Nigel is going to fare too well going after a headlock on Bryan Danielson. It's clearly Danielson's night for the side headlock.
Nigel now trying to work his way back to his feet. Has not been able to find a successful strategy to counter the headlock. Taking over once again.
Keeping control of the head once again. This time on a standing position with the side headlock on McGuinness. Back to the center of the ring they go. Wrenching away on that head. Side headlock takeover, bringing him down to the mat. And right in the middle of the ring, nowhere near the ropes. Lowering the shoulders of Bryan Danielson back against the canvas for a near fall.
And all the pressure to the side of the head of McGuinness. It's got to be taking its toll by now, Dave. As Danielson has repeatedly squeezed on that head for several minutes.
Going into this match, Bryan Danielson knows that Nigel McGuinness has those lingering head injuries from their match in the UK. And working over the head and squeezing away on the head of Nigel McGuinness is just doing further damage. Right back to his feet is Danielson. Right back to the side headlock takeover. Side headlock pivot. And most of these fans are appreciating the fact that Danielson has been able to maintain this side headlock and it's working for him.
Danielson certainly has his fans wherever he goes. Has some detractors as well. Nice back suplex from the champion. Drops Nigel McGuinness right on his head.
Only gets two.
Headlock!
Do the fans want to see another headlock? Kick right to the back. Again, no one tells Danielson how to wrestle. The fans wanted a headlock and Danielson rejected their request and drove down with the knee. Taking control of the chin lock. And striking away on the neck as well, and twisting on the neck and the head is Bryan Danielson, doing more damage to the head region of McGuinness. Nice strategy.
Neck fights there from the champion. And a knee drop right to the side of the head.
And right back to that chin lock he goes. And we can safely call Nigel McGuinness the greatest pure champion ever. He held the belt just a few weeks short of a year and defended it against the likes of Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, Homicide, Austin Aries, Roderick Strong, Jay Lethal, Delirious, Colt Cabana, and others. We saw Bryan Danielson come out with the pure title, and that has to get in Nigel's head a little bit. Kick to the back from Danielson and driving down with the knee once again, back to the chin lock. Early portion of this match, he was going back to that side headlock repeatedly. Now he keeps going back to the chin lock. Both have been effective for the champion.
These men have met in the past, as we've stated. But when they've met before, Dave, they were both champions. That is not the case tonight, and that has got to give Bryan Danielson some extra confidence.
And has to make Nigel want the victory all that much more. Going for the crossface chicken wing. Nigel backs him into the corner and drives back with the head. Going for it again, but Nigel works his way out of it. Arm and hammerlock position and gets him with the back heel trip.
You saw McGuinness clutching his neck there. He's taking so much damage. Nice hammerlock takedown. May have separated the shoulder of the champion.
Very smartly, Danielson rolls to the floor, but Nigel follows. Oh no, this is the exact position that busted the head of Nigel McGuinness open in the UK. Nigel trying to get revenge on Bryan Danielson and do it to him. Oh, drives the shoulder of Bryan Danielson into the ring post. Nothing but steel on shoulder right there. As Nigel looking to do damage to the champion.
I think it may have seen a little bit of blood on the side of the mouth of Nigel McGuinness.
And Danielson very cautious here as Nigel came approaching him once again as the arms of Bryan Danielson now, bringing him down to the canvas. Switches it up to a cross face. Of course, there's a different strategy in a 2 out of 3 falls matchup. You can't afford to suffer an injury in the early going because it will cost you later in the matchup. You need to last out there for potentially 3 falls.
Yeah, definitely, Dave. You may find yourself in a situation where you might submit to a hold that you wouldn't normally submit to because you don't want to risk a major injury that could cost you future falls.
Careful right there for Nigel McGuinness, keeping control of the arm in hammerlock position. Snap there brings Danielson down, kick to the spine. Lateral press from Nigel. Danielson kicks out, back to the headlock. Brings the fans to their feet. Going to work on the arm and that shoulder of Danielson.
Top wrist lock takedown by Nigel McGuinness.
Only gets a 1 count.
Drove the arm of Danielson right into the mat and back to the hammerlock goes Nigel McGuinness.
Staying on that arm.
Ask him if he gives.
Bryan Danielson has been arguably the greatest 2 out of 3 fall, has been in arguably the greatest 2 out of 3 fall matches in Ring of Honor. 2003 saw the epic encounter against Paul London. Of course, in 2004, 75-minute matchup against Austin Aries at Testing the Limit. And interestingly enough, Danielson lost both of those 2 out of 3 fall matches. Could we see the world title change hands here in a 2 out of 3 falls format?
Nice takedown from Nigel McGuinness. Back to the hammerlock he goes. Trying to put his body weight on the champion to put extra pressure on the hammerlock.
Danielson,
Going to the head once again,
yeah,
try to counter.
Reaching back, trying to get that head once again. It's worked so well for Danielson so far. As Nigel with forearms to the upper back, keeping the arm in hammerlock position. Gotta wonder how much damage was done to the shoulder of Bryan Danielson being sent to the ring post. As he's sent to the floor now.
Back off. Get back in the ring.
Nigel out to the floor himself. European uppercut from McGuinness.
Yes!
Keeping control of the arm. And driving the shoulder of Danielson into the steel barricade. More damage done to the shoulder.
Good strategy here from the challenger to really try to pick apart the shoulder of Bryan Danielson.
We see Nigel McGuinness go to the floor quite a bit during his pure title reign. He's very comfortable out on the floor. And he knows how to gain the advantage and ultimately win matches through his actions on the ringside floor. It was what made him such a great pure champion, at least in terms of retaining the title. He's a great pure wrestler, but he also used the pure title rules to their fullest in terms of the champion retaining the title based on countouts. And a lot of that was doing damage to his opponent on the floor.
He did a lot of damage here to the shoulder of Bryan Danielson on the floor and sends the champion back inside the ring.
Of course, no countouts here tonight. This is held under traditional ROH rules, world title rules. Holding on to the single-handed knuckle lock on Bryan Danielson, twisting away on the arm, trying to do more damage to the shoulder. Stepping through. As the arm trapped, a whole lot of pressure put on Danielson's shoulder, forced down to the canvas, and now pulling up on the face.
The fingers in the nostrils, and now mocking Bryan Danielson, saying he has till 5.
He does have until 5. Everybody has until 5, not just Bryan Danielson. Snapping the leg of McGuinness down to the canvas. Beautiful job getting out of that hold by Danielson. Pulling McGuinness back up. Goes right back to work on the arm again, and all the impact on the shoulder of Danielson as he went right down to the canvas.
Forearm twist takedown by McGuinness.
Really wrenching up on the head, has the arm trapped as well.
Anaconda Vice here from Nigel McGuinness, pulling back on that arm.
This is Nigel's last shot at the world title during Bryan Danielson's reign. He needs to make the most of it.
Very smart move to use here by McGuinness. Not only does it choke your opponent, it also wrenches back on the arm.
No referee. No referee.
Danielson trying to work his way back up and out of the hold. And he frees himself. Stomps away on the side of the face of McGuinness. Another stomp from the champ.
Yeah, that one to the back of the head. But McGuinness comes back with the shot to the stomach.
Picks up the leg of Danielson. Back to work on the arm goes Nigel.
No.
The winner of this one will be faced with Kenta on the 16th of September as ROH makes its debut at the Grand Ballroom of the Manhattan Center in New York City. Danielson set head over heels into the corner. More damage done to the arm. Just whipped him over by the arm, did McGuinness.
What a leverage takeover there from Nigel McGuinness. And now back to the hand and arm he goes.
Danielson trying to shake some life back into his arm as Nigel has focused on that body part. Colt Cabana has to be watching this match very closely as well. If Danielson is successful here tonight in retaining the world title tomorrow night in Chicago, it will be 2 out of 3 falls with the title on the line. Keeping the arm barred is McGuinness. Putting more pressure on the shoulder of the champion.
So many possibilities here, Dave, in the world title picture. We know Kenta's got that shot coming up in September. Who will he be facing? Will it be McGuinness? Could be Danielson, and could be Colt Cabana, as you said.
Danielson works his way back to his standing position once again. Sent into the corner. Through the legs of McGuinness. Nice drop kick. Out to the floor goes McGuinness. And Danielson flies, sends McGuinness into the steel, and this one lands on the top of the barricade. Danielson getting very aggressive. A big risk taken right there, and it paid off.
He's up top looking for another risk.
Missile drop kick. And nips right back up to his feet. McGuinness back up himself. Running forearm strike in the corner. Has the head trap, takes him over with a suplex. Favoring that arm. A lot of damage has been done, but trying to not let it affect him. As Danielson through the top rope.
Diving headbutt connects from the top. No, not quite enough. As Nigel McGuinness managed to get the shoulder up. But Bryan Danielson picked him up. Nigel fighting back.
Back to the headlock.
Very wisely right back to the headlock to slow the momentum of McGuinness.
But he works free of the headlock. Danielson lands on his feet. Duck of the clothesline. Does press. Takes him down. Goes to work on the arm of McGuinness now.
Nigel!
Grabs hold of the face lock as well. Todd Sinclair asking Nigel McGuinness if he's had enough.
Come on, Nigel.
Trying to squirm toward the ropes.
It's
Hold on,
only
scissors
one
with a
fall.
crossface.
It's only one fall.
Nigel reaches the ropes to break the hold.
1, 2, 3. Break it up. The ropes.
He does have until 5, and he took full advantage of the referee's count before releasing it. Look at Danielson shaking out his arm. Whole lot of damage has been done to that body part as well as the shoulder. He's basically a one-armed man wrestling this matchup. So we're still in your first fall here. Over 20 minutes into the matchup as Danielson up to the second rope, climbing all the way up top. We see a superplex. Superplex from the champ. Cover. Nigel gets his shoulder up. Going for the crossface chicken wing.
Got him center of the ring. Nigel about 3 or 4 feet away from the rope. Will Nigel tap out here?
Is he worn down enough? Nigel trying to inch his way toward the ropes here. Danielson trying to maintain the hold.
He may have no choice but to tap out here, Dave.
He reaches the ropes though.
1, 2, 3.
Like I said, in a 2 out of 3 falls matchup, in order to save yourself from a whole lot of damage being done by your opponent during the first fall, you might want to submit to a hold such as that just to save yourself, save your energy for the second and third falls.
Danielson looked very, very disappointed there when McGuinness reached the ropes. Nice chin breaker there from McGuinness.
That's to the midsection, into the chest of Bryan Danielson. McGuinness off the ropes. Roaring elbow attempt, ducked. Lariat from Nigel. Cover. Danielson kicks out. He's pinned a lot of men with that very lariat, but Danielson with enough to kick out. Setting to the buckle hard. Nigel comes charging, headstand. Heel kick connects. Cover. Danielson kicks out again. Nigel needs to follow up right here.
Yeah, both men slow to get to their feet. Nigel up first. Danielson still down. Both men feeling the effects of all the wear and tear, all the damage they've taken in this match. And it's only going to get worse. We're only still in the first fall here, Dave.
Danielson into the buckle. Nigel charges into the boot. Catches the leg of Bryan Danielson. Forearm strike, and again from the American Dragon. Backflip lands on his feet. Small package!
1, 2, 3.
And that's why they call him Mr. Small Package. Bryan Danielson with a quick inside cradle on Nigel McGuinness, and is up 1 fall to nothing here in this 2 out of 3 falls bout.
Best wrestler in the world!
Still trying to shake out that arm is Bryan Danielson, but he's up 1-0.
And Dave, now Nigel is forced to play comeback here. He's down 1-0. And should we not have another fall, 1-0, Danielson will be the winner.
Yeah, that's very true. 30-second rest period between falls.
Right up your face, so shut
And
your
Daniel's
mouth.
taking his 30 seconds to mouth off to some of the fans here in St. Paul.
Really, when you think about it, Dave, 30 seconds, not a very long rest period after such a grueling fall there.
And again, you can tell Bryan Danielson holding that arm close to his body. He was basically wrestling with one arm, but at least he does have the 1 fall advantage. Danielson taking his time, trying to set the pace of this match,
That's right.
as he's been known to do.
And really, up 1-0, it's in his best interest to take his time. Nigel really is going to have to find a way to press the action.
To the side headlock and a fan, come on. It's do or die time for Nigel McGuinness. He's got to come back and get a fall here to tie the match up. This is what he's worked his entire career for. For so long, Nigel McGuinness felt that he was the best champion in ROH. Now that there's only one singles championship, Nigel McGuinness needs to win that belt in order to really, truly be known as the best wrestler in the world, which Bryan Danielson has no shame in claiming that he is.
He backs it up night in and night out. He finds himself now up 1-0 against Nigel McGuinness.
Bridges back. Drop kick from the champion. Still favoring his arm. Into the chin lock goes Danielson. He's successfully utilized both the side headlock as well as the chin lock during the course of this match to maintain the advantage against McGuinness. And if he's got Nigel in a side headlock or a chin lock, it keeps Nigel away from the arm and the shoulder of Danielson to inflict more punishment. Danielson trying to break his nose, just strikes to the face, and that just pissed off Nigel, and blood trickling out of the nose of McGuinness from that strike. Face to face they come. Slap across the face from Nigel, and again, that just pissed him off.
Yeah, Dave, I think McGuinness has had enough of the games of Danielson. What a running forearm from Nigel McGuinness.
2 matches in a row against Danielson that Bryan Danielson has busted open Nigel McGuinness. Provide takes him down to the canvas. Back to the chin lock. Danielson really showing the poise that has made him such a great champion thus far. Won the title at Glory by Honor 4 in Long Island, New York on September 17th of 2005. Drives the knee down to the side of the head, has really defended the belt successfully against a who's who in professional wrestling. As right now, Nigel McGuinness sending Danielson chest first into the corner. Kick to the back and drives down across the chest to follow up. Danielson able to kick out. Trademark maneuver of McGuinness right there.
And McGuinness may not have been able to secure the fall there, Dave, but he's starting to turn the momentum in his favor. Staying on the attack here on the champion. Hammerlock into a slam.
More damage done to the arm of Bryan Danielson. It only gets Nigel a count of 2. He needs to stay on that arm in his quest to gain a fall here and tie this match up, as now it's Nigel going to the chin lock. Crossface right there from McGuinness, trying to do the same thing to Danielson that Danielson did to him. Maybe break his nose.
But he can't allow the tactics of Danielson to change his strategy. He had a good path there, Dave, going after the arm of Danielson. He needs to continue the attack on the arm of the champion.
Just measures McGuinness for the European uppercut. Has Nigel in the corner. Shot right across the chest. Nigel with a shot, but Danielson fires right back with another chop. And another European uppercut. Pulls him out of the corner. Butterfly suplex. And back to the chin lock goes Bryan Danielson.
New variation of the headlock here from Bryan Danielson. Crossing both arms across the side of the head.
Among the men that Bryan Danielson has been able to successfully defend the world title against: Austin Aries, Steve Corino, Roderick Strong, Chris Sabin, the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels, Rocky Romero, Chris Hero, Naomichi Marufuji, come over from Noah to challenge for the championship, brought Lance Storm out of retirement and was able to defeat him in defense of the world title. Jimmy Yang, Delirious, Colt Cabana, Alex Shelley, Sanjay Dutt, AJ Styles,
The list is absolutely
Suwa.
You know you have a good reign when you beat like 3 or 4 Chris's alone.
And another chop and a forearm from McGuinness, trying to fight his way out of the corner. Slap across the face. And again. That's just going to piss Nigel off. Fans here in St. Paul getting behind McGuinness. And he takes out the leg and goes back to the side headlock down on the mat. It's a near fall out of it, but Nigel rolls his shoulder up.
Count him, ref. Count him.
Might have been a lot of controversy surrounding Nigel McGuinness during his pure title reign and some of the tactics that he put to use to retain the pure title, but he has certainly earned the respect of the wrestling fans. And they want to see him take the championship from Danielson.
May not have liked his tactics, but the impressive reign that he had, you have to respect him. And Danielson still holding on to the head. Very determined and stubborn attack here from Bryan Danielson.
Still holding onto a side headlock here. Squeezing away on the head, that injured head of McGuinness. Into the cravat. Holding the head in position with the cravat for the knee strike.
The knee caught McGuinness right under the chin.
Another slap. This match has been so physical. It's really taken its toll on both men as the blood continues to pour out of the face of McGuinness. Those slaps don't help. Look at the perspiration fly off their bodies as they strike with each chop, with each slap. Both men putting it all on the line for the world title. And another shot to the face from Danielson.
And Dave, that'll water the eyes of McGuinness. It'll make it hard to breathe. We already saw the blood coming from the nose. McGuinness could be in a lot of trouble here if Danielson continues to attack his nose.
He's keeping control of the head, be it with the side headlock or the chin lock. And it's leaving Nigel's face in perfect position to dish out more punishment, more strikes to the face if he so chooses. Nigel back to his feet. Shots to the midsection of Danielson. Nice drop kick. Sends Nigel right back down to the mat. Cover. Only two. Tying up the legs, maybe looking for the surfboard. Trying to get the arms of McGuinness. Nigel trying to fight it off.
And you've seen Danielson, each time he's had McGuinness in the center of the ring, he's found a new way to keep him grounded. He's gone for the headlock time and time again, but he's found 10, 12, 15 different ways to go for the headlock. And just wearing down the challenger, and not only that, wearing down the clock.
Very true. Unable to get the arms of Nigel for the surfboard, drove the knees into the canvas, and now figure four leg lock applied by the American Dragon.
McGuinness reaching back, about 4 or 5 feet away from that bottom rope.
Tap, Nigel!
Nigel, do you give up?
Todd Sinclair checking to see if McGuinness has had enough. One more fall and Bryan Danielson retains the championship.
And the longer this match goes, the more it could favor Danielson. Not only is he up 1-0, but for all we know, McGuinness' nose could be broken.
Using the ropes for leverage out of the line of sight of senior official Todd Sinclair.
The referee didn't see it. Might not like it, but a smart move there from Danielson. And as I said, McGuinness could have a broken nose. And if that nose is broken, it could be so hard to breathe. And as the longer this match goes, the more trouble he could be in.
Very good point. Able to turn the figure four over and reverse the pressure.
Hey, Rose, break it up, break it up. Back up.
Bryan Danielson went 60 minutes to a draw against Samoa Joe earlier this month. Wrestled almost 60 minutes, over 55 minutes against Roderick Strong back at the Super Card of Honor in Chicago.
You knock it off. You break what I tell you to
So
break.
you do have to watch the clock when you're talking about a Bryan Danielson matchup. A testing the limit match, 75 minutes.
Bryan Danielson, he can do it all, Dave. You certainly can make a case that he is the marathon man here in Ring of Honor. And continuing to go after McGuinness, pushing down on the back of the head, despite the fact that McGuinness was in the ropes.
We're almost 40 minutes into this matchup. Nigel's got to do something here to get a fall to tie this match up. This is Nigel's opportunity to get the world title. It's his last shot as long as Danielson's still champ. Works his way out of this position, does Nigel.
And Danielson maybe made a mistake there going for a big risk maneuver instead of trying to keep things on the mat.
Electric chair position up on the shoulders of Nigel McGuinness. All the way up to the second rope he goes. And champion. Electric chair off the second rope. 1, 2, but Dragon kicks out. Nigel going back to the arm and that shoulder. Submission predicament for Bryan Danielson. This could tie the match up right here if Danielson taps.
He's got the key lock locked in perfectly. Will Danielson give it up to maybe save his arm to keep fighting in another fall? But no, gets to the ropes. And how close was that, Dave? You got to believe a few more seconds and Danielson would have had to tap.
Without a doubt, so much damage has been done to the shoulder and the arm. And Danielson now, he's crawling underneath the ring.
We've seen him do this before, Dave.
Yeah, that's how he took him off guard at Generation Now. Crawling underneath the ring, crawling out the other side and getting that small package for the 1, 2, 3. And he's doing the same thing now. Nigel, turn around. Danielson up top. This is a drop kick to the back. Big lariat, but only 2. Has the arm trap once again. Could we see a submission from Danielson? He taps. This match is tied.
In ring the winner of the second round, giving the match a 1 point, Nigel McGuinness.
We have just over 20 minutes left. Nigel McGuinness has that much time to earn one more fall, another arm submission potentially, or a pinfall in order to walk away from St. Paul, Minnesota, wearing the ROH World title.
And Dave, it's a new ball game now. It's tied. Danielson has the injured arm. Who knows how much damage was done with that key lock? This had to be significant as it forced him to tap out. And can McGuinness find a way to get back on that arm quickly and walk out of here tonight as the Ring of Honor World Champion?
Danielson just trying to stay out of harm's way as Nigel goes back to work on the arm. This could be it. This could be it.
McGuinness has the guard. He's going for the key lock once again. This could be it. We could have a new champion, Dave. Danielson trying to struggle to get out, and he does. How close was that?
And he goes after the leg of McGuinness, keeping his own shoulder out of the reach of Nigel from this position. Unable to do more damage to the champion.
Had the leg bar, and it looked like he was going to go for a heel hook. And now instead, going for a chin lock with the legs crossed.
Really wrenching back on it and bends him backward over the knees. Still with the legs tied up, the American Dragon. The next fall will end this matchup and decide who leaves St. Paul wearing the title.
And what a war it's been, Dave. Back and forth. It's tied 1-1. As McGuinness picked up the second fall with that key lock. And now trying to reach for the ropes, and instead Danielson wrenches all the way back on the leg and knee of Nigel McGuinness.
Danielson again favoring that arm. He's having the referee hold on to the arm. He's trying to pull his shoulder back into place. Well, Danielson doing whatever it takes in order to continue to be able to fight in this match. And the arms of Danielson now trapped by McGuinness. What could he have in mind? Pedal mutilation! Danielson's own hold, but too close to the ropes. Nigel trying to use Bryan Danielson's own signature maneuver against him in order to win the belt.
Nigel McGuinness wasting no time here, going right back after Danielson, and pulls the arm into the rope.
Toss out of the corner. Sends him into the opposite corner. Forearm strike from McGuinness. Another Beal out of the corner, putting a lot of pressure on the shoulder with that throw.
Back elbow caught the champion upside down, goes McGuinness.
Headstand in the corner, but a headbutt from Danielson takes Nigel off his perch and sends him down.
And Nigel could be knocked out. You saw his eyes rolling to the back of his head. Can Danielson make a cover here?
able to kick out. We saw such vicious headbutts between these two during their matchup in England.
And Dave, that was just a couple weeks ago. They could both still be feeling the effects from those headbutts.
And we know that Nigel's head has seen better days as a result of that matchup as well.
Brain injuries are nothing to mess around with, Dave. We could have a back suplex here off the top rope.
You don't want to get dunked on your head from that high, but that's exactly what Danielson does to McGuinness. And now goes for the cover. Nigel able to get his shoulder up. Danielson now looking for cattle mutilation. He's got the arms hooked. And bridges forward. Cattle mutilation. This could be it. No. Too close to the ropes. Good ring presence right there from Nigel McGuinness. Knew where he was at. Extended the toe across the bottom rope to force a break.
And Danielson contemplating his next move. A little hesitant to go back after McGuinness. Picks him up. Could be looking for a suplex here.
Vertical suplex. Gets his shoulder up. Unable to keep McGuinness down on the canvas. Imagine McGuinness's fans getting behind him here in St. Paul, trying to give him that energy, that burst of energy he needs.
Danielson certainly has his contingent as well. The fans split here. What a slap to the face of Nigel McGuinness. And Nigel looks like he could be out on his feet.
He's slapping back. Look at the sweat fly as each man connects. Snapmare. Back to work on the face, doing more damage to that potentially broken nose of McGuinness. Back to the chin lock. Danielson trying to slow things down, keep McGuinness off his feet. Nigel cannot afford to let that happen if he wants to win the title here.
McGuinness back to his feet here, trying to forearm out. Here he comes.
The sleeper hold goes Danielson. This is where the chin locks and the headlocks that Danielson has been putting to use really pay off. And he turns it around on Danielson. Sleeper holding his own.
McGuinness has it cinched in. Oh, what a counter by the American Dragon. Jawbreaker, center of the ring, breaks the hold.
The leg. McGuinness gets his shoulder up. Nigel's got to keep fighting here. This is what he's waited his whole career for, to represent as the world champion, the best wrestler in the world. Can he prove that he is against Danielson finally here tonight? He's one fall away from doing just that.
Nigel, come on.
And reaches the ropes to force a break, and Danielson taking full advantage of the referee's count. And knee of McGuinness into the canvas.
Danielson going back after that knee. Spinning toe hold, drops down.
No. Ask him,
On up those legs, submission hold. And he's got it in the center, nowhere near the ropes for a rope break. Open hand strike from McGuinness across the chest, but more pressure put on the legs by Danielson. Says to change it up a little bit. Still with the legs tied up. Danielson bridging back for maximum pressure to be put on the hold. You got to worry about Nigel's shoulders in this hold, as well as the pain, which could force a submission.
And now has McGuinness totally tied up like a pretzel here in the center of the ring.
Do you give up, Nigel? Nigel, do you give up?
Danielson's been putting on a technical wrestling clinic throughout this whole match, seemingly inventing new moves as he goes along. New variations of different holds that he has utilized in the past. Headlocks, chin locks, ways to go into a headlock or a chin lock.
Both men stopping away now. All the technical wrestling thrown out the window.
Nigel still on his feet, firing back. He just blew snot on him, and that'll piss Nigel off. Another slap. European uppercut from McGuinness, and again. Off the ropes he comes. Up and over, but stays on the apron, does McGuinness. Forearm from Danielson, hits the ropes. Drop kick, sends McGuinness up against the steel barricade.
Come on, Nigel.
Danielson off the ropes. Baseball slide drop kick, sends McGuinness into the crowd. Danielson has been known to take a chance from this position. And Danielson took that chance. It didn't pay off. Nigel again got the chair up to connect with the head of Bryan Danielson, just like in their first match in Cleveland at the Weekend of Champions Night 2.
And this could be a huge turn of events for Nigel McGuinness.
He's got to get him back in the ring and go for the cover. He can't win by countout in this match.
Come on, man.
He needs to follow up, stay on the man. Drops Danielson on the top rope. McGuinness up to the second. Huge lariat! Cover him, cover him! This is gonna be it! New champion! No! Danielson able to kick out! And Nigel needs to follow up.
Dave, what is it going to take to put Danielson away? What a huge lariat that was. And somehow Danielson kicked out.
He has yet to go for the Tower of London. Headbutts from Danielson from McGuinness, but he headbutts back. Brutal exchange, crosses the arms, cross-arm German. Only two. All the impact right there was on the head and the neck of McGuinness.
And Dave, what unbelievable action we're seeing back and forth between these two amazing athletes. Danielson has McGuinness in the corner, slaps him right in the face, and now has him perched on the top turnbuckle. What could Danielson be going for here?
Superplex possibly, but Nigel fighting it off. Another headbutt, down goes the champion. Back to his feet. Drop kick from Danielson.
He caught him right under the chin.
Danielson now, Tower of London on Nigel! Using Nigel's own hold against him! Cover! McGuinness kicks out! We saw earlier Nigel going for cattle mutilation on Danielson. Now it's Danielson using McGuinness's own signature hold against him.
Snap butterfly suplex there from the champion. Takes down McGuinness once again as Danielson looks to be heading up top.
Possibly the diving headbutt from Danielson. Connected earlier in the matchup successfully. But this time Nigel McGuinness.
The head connects, but it connects right to the knee. Cattle mutilation. Cattle mutilation by McGuinness.
Will Danielson tap to his own hold? He's got cattle mutilation in the middle of the ring. Todd Sinclair asking Danielson, do you need to give it up? Trying to squirm toward the ropes, and he makes it. 1, 2, 3. McGuinness releases the hold, but so much damage has been done to the shoulder of Bryan Danielson throughout this match.
McGuinness trying to clear the cobwebs, gets back to his feet first. Has to get back on the attack on Bryan Danielson. He's got him hooked.
Can we see the Tower of London?
Yes.
Blocks the attempt. Danielson going for cattle mutilation once again. There it is. But Nigel works free. Drops him up on the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Tower of London, but says that Nigel is on the verge of becoming the ROH World Champion. One more fall, and he is wearing the gold.
McGuinness gets back to his feet first, but Danielson seems to still have his wits about him. What's it going to take for McGuinness to put him away?
He's setting him up for another lariat. Up to the second rope comes McGuinness. But this time, Danielson blocks the attempt, catches the arm, and cattle mutilation once again. Can Nigel McGuinness hang in there? Will he tap?
He's got to try to find a way to reach the rope, Dave. The hold is cinched in.
Danielson changes it up. Rolls him to the middle of the ring. Going for it again. Cattle mutilation cinched in.
Danielson took a chance there, releasing the hold, but it paid off because he's got it locked in again, and he's got him in the center of the ring. Will McGuinness tap out? Will Bryan Danielson retain the Ring of Honor World Championship here?
This is what Nigel has fought his whole career for, this very moment. He can't give it up. He needs to hang in there. Danielson maintaining that bridge. But McGuinness reaches the ropes once again.
Both men still down. What is it going to take for someone to put away their opponent in this match? Both men have taken so much punishment. It's amazing that either one of them can even stand.
Nigel the first one back up, but Danielson kicking away at the chest. Catches the leg. Forearm shot from Danielson, and again. So close.
Key lock, that's over on the second fight. We could have a new champion there.
So much damage has been done to the shoulder and the arm of Bryan Danielson. He could give it up right here.
Bryan, what do you say?
You can see it in his eyes. Danielson's almost out just from the sheer pain of the hold. But he doesn't want to give it up.
All the pressure put on the shoulder and the arm of Bryan Danielson. He makes the ropes.
Less than 5 minutes remain, Dave. Nigel McGuinness has to find a way to put away Bryan Danielson. It's his last shot at Danielson during Danielson's reign. You see the eye of McGuinness starting to swell. You can see it in his face. He can feel it. It's crunch time here.
And Bryan Danielson in that matchup against Roderick Strong back to the Super Court of Honor, he was able to get the victory at the 56-minute mark. It's the last 5 minutes of the match. Will Danielson be able to get Nigel McGuinness in a pinning predicament or a submission predicament within the next 5 minutes? Or will Nigel McGuinness be able to win the ROH World title? He's got less than 5 to get the job done.
These men, Dave, have been through a war. Literally any move can put them away at this point. Who's it gonna be? Slapped to the face by McGuinness.
And again, Danielson out on his feet. Series of strikes from McGuinness takes down Danielson. He dips right back up and lands with a slap of his own. McGuinness trying to shake off the effects.
Both men just running off adrenaline, heart, and determination. European uppercut by McGuinness, but somehow Danielson stays on his feet.
And he's firing back. European uppercut of his own.
The next man to fall could be the loser here.
Another European uppercut for the American Dragon. Slap from McGuinness, slap from Danielson. It's all about the ROH World title. Danielson fires away again. Both men still on their feet. Danielson getting fired up. Series of stops. And now McGuinness firing up on Danielson. Roaring elbow. Another. Lariat. Cover. He kicked out. Going for cattle mutilation on Danielson once again.
look good for Danielson here, Dave.
2 minutes remaining in the time limit. 2 minutes.
And what a textbook bridge here from Nigel McGuinness, doing everything he can to try to secure the ROH World title. Under 2 minutes left, Dave. Can McGuinness find a way? Can he beat Danielson in under 2 minutes? Both men worn down so much. Both men, it doesn't even look like they can reach their feet.
McGuinness back to his feet, though. That shows how much he wants the world title. Looking to follow up here. Maybe another Tower of London. He's got the legs draped on the ropes. He gets it! Tower of London, cover him! He needs to roll over and go for the cover! He does! Two! Only two! Back to the submission. He's trying to get that arm trapped.
He's got the key lock once again, and he's using his body to block the ropes. Will Bryan Danielson tap out and lose the ROH World title here in St. Paul? McGuinness pushing with all his might, but Danielson counters out of nowhere.
Oh, elbows to the side of the head! That's how he unified the titles! The referee's got to think about stopping this match!
McGuinness looks like he could be out. What a tough call this is for the referee.
He's out! He's out! Sinclair not stopping the match! Oh, elbows repeatedly to the side of the head of McGuinness from Danielson! Oh! Nigel, he's fighting out of it!
Where is he getting this from? Headbutt! Headbutt!
Nigel now with elbows of his own! Elbows of his own to the side of the head of Danielson!
He's got Danielson's head trapped against his knee. There's nowhere for the head to go. Repeated elbows right to the side of the head. Is the champion unconscious?
There's the bell! Did Nigel win or did time run out?
Ladies and gentlemen, the 60-minute time limit has expired.
Oh, come on!
And with each wrestler winning 1 fall apiece, this match is ruled a draw.
It came right down to the wire. Repeated elbows to the side of the head of Bryan Danielson didn't render him unable to continue before the 60-minute time limit expired. 1 fall to 1 fall. Tied 60 minutes. Danielson retains the ROH World Championship. What a classic we just witnessed between these two men, and it all leads to Chicago tomorrow night. Bryan Danielson, for the second night in a row, will put the ROH World title on the line. 2 out of 3 falls against classic Colt Cabana. How can he possibly do it?
sick.
Just knocked out, okay? Take your time. Just be sick. Just be sick. When you're sick, be sick. Be sick, okay? Be sick. Can we just get a towel?
Hey, isn't there a cop over there? Maybe you know something.
Sit him up.
sure you're okay.
Sorry if my mind feels a little bit muddled, but I just want to say, Nigel, you've been my toughest one. People have been asking what's going to happen to the pure title.